Jack the Ripper cemented his place in British history through a series of grisly murders in Victorian London, but how did news first break about the now infamous serial killer? This August 31st, 1888 issue of The Echo reports the first murder of the so-called canonical 5 victims, that of Mary Ann Nichols, after having been turned away from a lodging house for not having the required fourpence for a bed. Nichols was last seen walking alone at around 2:30 a.m. and was visibly drunk and at one point slumped against a wall. Her body was discovered at 3:40 a.m., shockingly mutilated, with the first reports comparing the murder to a previous murder that same month of Martha Tabram, though there is ongoing dispute as to whether Tabram is a Ripper victim. Nichols's body was arguably the first to display the pattern of mutilation that would become the Ripper's hallmark. But when did the press first use the nickname Jack the Ripper? On October 1st, 1888, the Evening News reported 2 shocking murders on the same night, those of Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes shortly after. Elizabeth Stride, nicknamed Long Liz, was found with the same hallmark slash to the throat, but without further mutilation, likely because the murderer was interrupted. Eddowes' murder was particularly brutal, perhaps due to the Ripper's frustration at the earlier interruption. It was after these 2 murders that the police decided to release the so-called Dear Boss letter they had received a few days prior, supposedly from the murderer, with the sender signing off with the now infamous moniker. The letter and the sensational new nickname were splashed all over the pages of national newspapers as hysteria over the murders reached fever pitch. While the Ripper's identity remains unknown, this grisly episode in British history continues to be as fascinating to us now as it ever was. Thank you for watching.